Hey guys, Adam here at DirectionTrader.com. Let's do our recap for today, talk about the live trading room, and then talk about what we see moving forward going into tomorrow. It's about 2 o'clock here Central, so there's still some time left in the day, but let's go ahead and talk about what we did in the room today. We took actually 3 live orders in the room today. We took a small profit on crude, small profit on the gold position, and we also traded the Dow. Now, for you guys that are part of the live trading room membership, I will be sending out a recording of that Dow and put it on the website just so you guys can maybe look at and review some of the stuff we were talking about while in that live position. But that went on for a fairly decent profit. Nothing crazy, just a couple contracts here on the Dow. But anyways, moving forward here, let's take a look at some of these markets. I'm actually going to blow this up to a daily chart and make this a little bit bigger. Let's talk about what we see moving forward. This is the Russell, and we're seeing it push up a little bit higher here. Now, the Russell's kind of the stronger of the 4. Let's quickly run through and just get a visual look at all 4 of the indexes, and then I'll talk about what I see moving forward. Here at the Russell, you have the 2-day drop and then a 2-day pop so far. Here on the S&P, we had that 2-day drop and a 2-day pop so far. Just the same as the Russell. Same type of behavior, but obviously we know the S&P is trading a little bit higher than the Russell. Russell's kind of a neutral year, but anyways. The Dow actually pushing to new highs here. So the Dow here, even though it didn't have the crazy day like the Russell's had a little bit of an aggressive day here right out of the gate. A little bit more of a quiet day, but yesterday took back all of what we had dropped previously on the Dow. So here we are in the Dow trading up at the highs, and then here with the NASDAQ, much of the same as like an S&P or the Russell. Couple day little pop here, but not really getting that big push here. So let's talk about what I see moving forward. It's kind of like a broken record, guys. I've been talking about this oh so much here recently, but I still want to hit on it. I still want to talk about what I can do to be prepared going into tomorrow and get set up. We're in an uptrend. This is the NASDAQ. I'll just use this for now. But going into tomorrow, we know we're in an uptrend here on the index. So we've had a 2-day pop here. Now, with that, we're always watching the previous day's highs. We talk about this all the time. So anything above the highs of today going into tomorrow, I'm looking long. But as I was talking in the trading room this morning, we had that early pop. I wasn't able to take advantage of it. Well, it happened early, it happened fast, and it just felt like the market was a little bit extended, and we had all our anchor charts, which were overbought with the indication that we used. We're overbought. We're just a little bit hesitant. I was waiting for that rollover. Hence, that's where we got our Dow position is actually to the short side as it dropped below the previous day's highs. And that's pretty much where it's trading right now, several hours later. So, I'll be looking long above the previous day's highs on any of the indexes. And any opportunity I can get to see the market rock its way back, I will look for shorting opportunities intraday tomorrow. We are getting pretty far extended here without any pullback or without any consolidation. So, as we talk about quite often in here, we've been talking about this to death. Anytime you get extended away from your EMA or your moving average or whatever it is, you're looking for one of two things. Either a pullback or you're looking for a consolidation where that moving average can come join it. It's rare that something can just go up, 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 and never, ever stop. So, with that being said, let me go ahead and hit on this. I see one of two things. If it pushed above the previous day's highs, I'm going long. I'm going with it. That's just the way it is. But any type of pullback could help us either and number one, pull back, or number two, could be just part of one of these consolidation. But intraday makes for some really great trading. Remember, it chops really nicely. When it's in an uptrend, it chops back very nicely versus whenever it pushes higher, it tends to just go, 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 looking at a 5 or 15-minute chart. So for pullback traders, these make for some really nice trading opportunities. So that's what I'll be looking for here on the indexes going into the trading room tomorrow. Let's go ahead and take a look at crude here. Actually, first, let's look at gold. Let's look at gold first. So let me take a look over here at gold. We took a gold trade today, but we've been pretty interested in gold here. If I can zoom here where we can see a little bit more. On gold here, I was talking this morning, if we can break through these highs, I am going to be ready to get actively long here until we can trade up towards this resistance. So we were looking to see if we could get that push in gold. If that was the case, we were really going to get active. We started to get this push here above the previous day's highs. That's where we took our long in gold. What had happened was we had a nice little push up, pull back. I got long here right at some moving averages and some resistance or some support. And this thing just started dancing. And it was showing signs that anytime you're pushing higher and you get a drop and you go into one of these consolidations, a lot of times this micro leg will lead it before ultimately being able to push higher. So what did we do? We just took off a small profit. We got long here. We took a very small profit. The market did pull back and do just this, but that was the reason for us taking off that profit early here in this gold trade. So that might be a little helpful for some of you moving forward. If you ever get that type of pattern where you have a nice push up, you're taking that pullback, but then it goes into consolidation phase, a lot of times it will get a little deeper pullback before popping up here. So we were able to identify that, take a smaller profit, and get out of that and wait for a better opportunity. So going into tomorrow in gold, I will look above these swing highs for a nice aggressive opportunity if I can trade that. If not, we still have this momentum here pointing to the downside. Pointing to the downside here. So any type of rollover, especially if we get down below that 21-day, which is also today's previous day's low, I will aggressively be shorting here. But a little bit more, the reason I bring up gold today is more to the upside. If we can break higher, I will be actively long. I need to break below today and yesterday's lows before I look short. And even then, I'm a little skeptical because we did double bottom here and we had this big rally here. So we know there are buyers in there and it's just a little bit more dangerous. But the upside really provides some decent opportunity here to trade moving forward. Crude oil. Let's see here. Let's pull up the crude here. Yesterday we were talking about this low here, this green line. And look at this, guys. We had Monday's range, Tuesday's range, and today's range. 3 consecutive days inside range here, getting smaller and smaller and smaller. That's just leading to a nice pop. Which way? We don't know. But I will be ready, guys, going into tomorrow. If we can really start to get that rally, we see the momentum start to go. If you see some fast spikes up, slower pulls back, fast spikes up, get actively long here up towards this 21 period moving average, these previous swing lows. And the same thing to the downside. You get that fast drop, little pullback, fast drop. I'm going to be actively getting engaged here down towards these swing lows again as we test down here. Anything below these swing lows, I will look short. So, hope this helped, guys. If you guys have any questions at all about some of these recaps or some of this analysis that we do in here, please go ahead and reach out to me. Let me know what you think. I'd be happy to answer any and all your questions. But that's it for me today. If you have any questions, reach out to me. If not, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in tomorrow's recap. Have a great afternoon.